Welcome back to another episode of the Sunday Snipes series. Hope everybody's having a great weekend so far, and hope you continue to do so. If you're new to the series, what we do in this series is I go into Global Domination Ladder and I find somebody that has set up a game on whatever settings they want to play, and I play their settings and I try to snipe them, steal the win on their settings. Today we are playing with, well, let's look at Global Domination. We're playing World Domination, Classic Map, Hard AI, 60-second timers, progressive cards, Intermediate to Master only for the ranks. Blizzards are on, but Alliances and Fog are off. I am going to be the red player. The host of the lobby was Patrons88, the green player. He's got 16 wins, 86 losses, but we're playing on his settings today. Used to being black, so I'm like, I have a free Australia, but so does like green. I don't know. I'm hoping because he hosted, he knows better than to suicide fight for this, right? We're gonna look at. Okay. I'm gonna look at blue quickly. He's got 168 wins, 561 losses. This is Russell the Dandy, United States flag. White is Great Britain flag, BenVanBastin. Let's let him fortify and then we'll check his stats. He's got a lot of games played, 1467 to 2061. So I should watch out for him. Black player stole my color. Tobie win. 590 wins, 1439 losses. So he's got a lot of games played as well. So my game is going to come down to what does green do with his 5 troops? He's going to get 3. I think he gets a bonus 2 troops for going second last. Nope, he only gets 1 extra troop, so I get 2 extra. That's just a terrible play. Unless he's running this out. Okay. He wanted to bring his troops out. Smart. So what I want to do is we're playing progressive cards, right? This is different than fixed. So bonuses will not matter that much. Me getting Australia for free is really nice. I get 5 troops, but it's also really nice that I have more than one position. So it's nice to have a spot up here. So once I get Australia, I can chill. I also want to have a North American position. It's very important. So I'm going to put 2 troops here. Actually, I'm going to put 3 troops here. And then I'm going to put 2 troops here. And then I'm going to attack this one. And I'm going to fortify to make a 9. Or sorry, an 8. And now I don't look threatening. I didn't rush to take that, right? Because if I took this, I'd have a 7 guarding. And green might make this an 11. 11 on 7, he could kill it, maybe with only losing 3 or 4 troops with a good roll. And then he'd have 7 to take 3 more, and then he'd be able to guard it with like a 4 or a 5. And I would be wiped out of here. And this is all I would have left, right? Like I could have put the 2 extra troops here. What did I put? I put 3 here. So I could have put 3 extra here and sat here guarding with a 10 maybe. But that's still very threatening, right? Green's win rate does not inspire a lot of confidence in me. This means he wins 1 game. 15 times 6 is 90, right? So he like loses almost 6 games before he wins 1. So it means his decision making is, we'll say, subpar. So that's something to evaluate when you're playing a game like this, is where you think your opponent's decision making ability is. If you predict they might make a poor choice, then don't give them the chance, right? If he hits this 3 and fortifies into that, then I'm very comfortable. Right now, because I left this 1 here, no, he's keeping that. My belief is he actually wants Australia, and he's going to try to get it. So I'm not going to take it. The problem is this black 3, right? If the black 3 moves out, it's possible he runs his 11 up and fortifies here and maybe starts doing stuff here. I think I'm going to put all my troops in Australia. I think my 6 is safe. Pardon me. It should be safe. Black should not get too horny for North America. Although you do recognize when you watch the Blizzards, North America is a 2-point guard right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a free card off this. And I'm going to back up 1 spot. I get a wild card. Not too impactful now, but if I can manage to keep the wild card and like if I can do my trade in while holding the wild card, that could be good. I also will get the biggest trade. We are playing progressive cards. So it'll be 4, 6, 8, 10 troops. I'll get 12. Second rotation will be 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. But things are going to get a little bit funky there because that's where people are going to start dying. Very, very fast games when you play progressive. Oh, yes. Smack that. Oh, smack that. Yes. Oh, yes. Get really greedy with it. Maybe green will feel threatened by that. Oh, yes. And then roll this 6-on-3 on the green or the black. Yes. Oh, and fortify it. Oh, yeah. Now, I have not been aggressive to take Australia because the +2 troops aren't going to mean that much to me at the very high risk of getting hit by green. But now look at, he just hit a bunch of green and blue and black, pissed all 3 other players off, apart from me, to take this continent. And how are they going to respond to that? He's also down to 21 troops because he just lost so many troops hitting all that stuff, right? And he hit everybody except for me. So look at the troop totals right now. I'm at 31. And I haven't even had my 3rd turn. Like, he gets 3, he gets 3, he gets 3. So he'll be at 30. I'll be at 34 by the end of turn 3. Because everybody's hitting each other. Like, white's down to 20 at the end. I'm going to have 14 troops more than him at the end of this turn. Ideally, green breaks him, right? Takes his 11 and breaks him, and then I take Australia. Because I'll be safe without the green 11 stack here. Keep going. He's going to connect his 10 to his 7, but if this is not... So you know your boy's going to get some of this sweet action. Oh. Okay, so I think I know green's plan, right? We have to analyze what we think the other player's doing. I was thinking about adding 3 troops into Argentina. But if you see what green's lining up, blue wants Europe. I think green wants to do this, and because he added here. So he's kind of claiming he wants to be here. I think he's going to break this bonus and come in here and hold South America. I think his goal is South America. So I'm going to add 1 here. I don't need any more. I'm going to add 2. So I have an 8, a 7, and then I have Australia. Because I think I lose this 3 anyways. And then that's a free card I can take next turn. I don't need to attack more than I need to. One thing to note in these games is don't attack more than you need to, right? Every time you attack, you have a chance to lose a troop. Or every time you attack, you're leaving ones that other people are going to take back. So you're essentially still losing that extra troop. You can think of every extra attack that you don't need to do as an extra troop you may lose. So if you do 2 extra attacks per turn for 3 turns, you potentially just lost 6 troops without even realizing it. And you can see in the evidence of I haven't held a bonus once, right? But I have 33 troops. And look at everybody else's troop total, right? I'm not over attacking. I'm not hitting anybody's stacks. And that was actually with green hitting my 2-stack on turn 1, right? And white did get to hold this, and he moved, so white has recognized green's plan, and he moved out because he knows green's coming through. So yeah, that's the mark of a Grandmaster player, or a higher skilled player, right? And you can tell he's played a lot. He recognizes this sign. 16, he would have rolled it if he left a 4 here, so he knows it's coming. Smart play. Which, another thing to keep in mind, he's going to hit a 1, a 4, and a 3 to get in here to get a +2 bonus that he's going to hold for maybe 2 or 3 turns before the game ends, right? So bonuses are not that important because keep in mind this is not fixed cards. Fixed cards, that would be maybe worth it long term, but right now it's not. Yeah, dink, dink, dink. Do it. He moved out of your way. Do it. I want to see him do that, even though I'll lose my 3. Yes. And also, so now we're going to start looking a few turns from now, or even 2 turns from now, right? Oh, he didn't take it. He just blocked him from holding it. Yeah, see, white's mad now. And white doesn't really have the ability to hurt me. So I'm going to make this a 9, and I'm going to put the rest here. I don't really need to big up my 7. My 15 is going to have access to all the same stuff the 7 does. I might even combine them at one point. If you're the Australia, wait, so I'm using a blitz slider. It gives me the lowest amount of a chance to lose troops. And I'm fixing the slider because it doesn't automatically fix itself. That's the end of my turn. So one thing to note, you don't ever want to block your troops. So if I take this 1 with my 7 to fortify in and make this a 20 or whatever, or a 19, that's just one line of my territories right here that my 14 can't come up. My 14 will not have access to blue or black over here, or the white in this corner, right? And if I want to make a kill on one of these players soon, having this trapped off is not good. So keeping Siam, if you're an Australian turtle and you're playing in Siam, you do not want to also own India and China. You want those, if you can maintain a position in North America or somewhere outside where you can take cards without, yeah, so he's going around my 7 to fortify here. Blue's all in one position now. He's going to be very easy to kill. He's probably, I'm surprised he hasn't taken Europe to try to hold it. Although with all these stacks, maybe, okay. So it's funny to me that they've both early traded. I don't have a trade without using my wild. I'd like to use the wild. When you do use your trade, try to pay attention to what territories you're on, right? Like I have Siam, so I will get a bonus 2 troops here. Here's another territory I own up here, Siberia. So I'm on 4 cards. I'm going to get a 5th card this turn, and next turn I'm going to trade probably, right? So in this scenario, I might take the 7 and attack here so I can get a +2 on Siberia, right? I'm already likely to use the +2 on Siam, so I don't need to. But if I didn't have Siam, this would be my next card. Take this 1, so I just to get 2 extra troops, right? Every little thing you do that gives you 2 extra troops or loses 1 or 2 troops less, if you can do that turn after turn, you accrue a big advantage. Okay, so he hit my 1 out of there, which is meaningless to me. If anything, that just opens my pathing up better. So black's very vulnerable. He's down to 27 troops, and he hasn't traded. He's got 5 cards, but the trades are 8 and then 10 right now, so it's not worth it. Technically, right now, I could kill black, right? I would put 6 troops here, and I would trade for 8. I'd put the other 7 here and have a 16 here. It'd be close, actually. Closer than I would want. Blue. I need to be a little bit careful about Blue's 22, right? You never know if a newer player is going to do something really stupid. Fortunately, his Blue 22 doesn't have access to my 14, but I'm going to put everything here because I'm not screwing around. I'm going to move this 7 away. And one thing you may note from my other videos is generally I attack quickly and I can make my turn fast. I can be very efficient, very fast. But from their position, that's very threatening. So what I'm doing right now is he... Yeah, okay, go that way, please. Thank you. So what I'm doing right now with my turns is I'm taking my time, I'm thinking thoroughly, and I'm just discussing my actions with you. I could make every turn in 1 second because I already know what I'm going to do. But if I'm just like add troops, ding, 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 or ding, and done, and it takes me 1 second per turn, they can see that I know what I'm doing, and that's threatening and scary, right? And you don't want to scare a newer player. You don't want to alert them to your skill level if you don't have to. If they want, they can click my profile. They can see where you have 90 wins and 83 losses, which is pretty good. Most people have more losses than wins because they play these kind of games with 6 players. You shouldn't win more than 50% of 6-player games or 5-player games, right? So if they wanted to be alerted to me, they could see that through my profile, but they haven't. Or if they haven't, I'm not going to alert them otherwise, right? So black is guarding this kill on white. We're just going to see if anybody hits anybody decently, I will go for a kill. Okay, he knocks white out of there, which is good. Because I could easily... This cleans white here. If I cash on this 19 and come around, I could kill white. But I only get 3 cards. I'm going to have to use my wild card no matter what. Okay, that's unfortunate. Maybe he kills white. Maybe he kills blue. Maybe he does none of the above and chills. Okay. So I'm going to take the Siam +2. No, we'll take the Siberia, right? Because I'm planning on going to be holding... So I'm going to take the Siberia because I plan on holding Siam in the future, right? Like, I think I'm still going to be holding this in 2 turns when I cash again. So I'll take the +2 here. That guarantees me almost the +2 later. I'm going to be scared of them cashing in for 15s and 20s soon. So I'm going to make this like an actual 30 or something. And I'll make this a 12. Actually, I'm going to make it a 15. And then I will attack with this 8 just to take this 1. So it's kind of more hidden in the corner. I'm actually going to bring it out 1 spot. Yeah. Now the reason I did that is just so it has access. Right? Like, the 30 is already going to run this way if I get a kill. But I just want it to have access, just in case. Like, if it's a tight kill on blue, say, maybe I would use this 7 to clean up here. It's almost always, just instinctively, you want to have... Oh, he's killing white. That's a terrible play. The game might be over and I might not get another turn. Because black might just kill blue. No, he's only going to have 4 cards. So even somebody cashing to kill him would be bad still. This is good. This is really good, actually. So white gets eliminated by blue. But, okay, so almost always you don't want your stack trapped. And it would have been trapped behind my red ones and a black 16. So my instinct is to not... So he's got 4 cards and 27 troops. If I had a cash right here, which I don't, he'd be very, very killable. And I'm going to pull up my little notepad file. I'm going to slide this in so you can take a little look at it. It shows me how many troops I need to have 100% balanced blitz roll on what stack. So this 6 up here, It needs an 11. So I would have to add 4 troops here to guarantee this is a 100% chance to kill it. And then I can come up here, do a clean sweep of blue with my 30 if I want, right? One thing to plan is if you're going to try to kill somebody, do the line in your head first, right? Like, what's the most convenient way to kill blue? It would be kind of coming around like this, right? And then this one's got this, right? And that's blue dead, and then I cash, because I could kill blue right now without... Uh-oh. He might kill blue. If he kills blue, that's okay too. If I kill blue, I will cash in for 25, and then I should be able to kill black. If I can kill blue, cash in for 25 and kill black, that would be game. Okay, I'm gonna do that. So to guarantee it, I need the 11 on 6. $25 would give me a 6 here and like a 19 to get this. Yeah. Okay. Now they can see my speed, because I don't care about them seeing my speed, right? I'm gonna hit this actually, because I'm getting ready to kill black next. So it's actually very important to hit that. Okay. So now that's instantly going to give a trade to me. It's going to trigger a trade in, right? This is the progressive card fun that I talk about all the time. This is why a lot of elite players prefer progressive. Because if you find your opportunity and you take it, so we want to check the sheet. A 16, I need a 22 to get a 100% roll on that, right? A total of a 22. Oh. But I also need a 22 over here. So I don't quite have enough to kill black. But now I'm scary looking. Nope. It's very tight. I'm not going to do it because it is very tight. I said I'm not going to do it, and I find the 80 to 90% rolls, and I don't take the 100% rolls, and I just go with that, right? This gives me a double trade-in. That's that split-second decision-making a lot of players strive for, right? Quite tricky. So I'm not going to have enough to completely kill him. Oh, maybe. 31 and 26 is pretty good, right? 26 needs a 32 and a 32. Oh. Oh. I'm trying to be so precise I ran out of time. It doesn't matter. He doesn't have a trade. And I have double his troops. Like, roll my stacks. Go for it, right? Like, I've also got a card lead. He'll get a second card, and I'll get a fourth one this turn, right? So I could have won that turn if I was a few seconds faster. I used a lot of time on the black player, and then trying to figure out the perfect split here. I could have done that a little bit faster if I wasn't gabbing, but that's part of the show, right? Talk through my strategies, talk through what I'm thinking, and how I approach this game. So it is a 5-player game. It's a progressive game. There are blizzards. There's only 2 blizzards, and the only one that really matters is this one cutting off the North America run. Or I guess there's a third one. Like, that's how meaningless this blizzard is, as I didn't even see it. Instinctively, I know there's 3 on Classic, right? Yeah. So he's quit. He saw me run the board, and he knows he's dead. So green is the host of the game. The thing that saved him till last is the fact he had a trade on 3 cards, which made him the least worthy of killing, right? So that's the only reason he survived this long. But not anymore. So also, when you're running a stack around the board, you do want a path so your stack doesn't get trapped, right? Like right, left, up, over, over. Another thing you need to note is you want to roll their big number stacks first, usually, because you want to roll a 43 on a 7. You don't want to get to the 7 and only have 8 troops left and then have to beat the 7 with 8 troops, right? Because that's not a 100% roll. You want to just path in a way that doesn't trap your troops and kind of curtails them the way you want, but hit their big stacks first if you can. So good game. We do take that. The host did get second, so good for him. I'm pretty sure there's a couple Grandmasters in here or close. Okay. We've actually got 3 experts and a master. Let me see. Let's drag me a little bit over here. Oh, there we go. See, Russell the Dandy's an expert. BenVanBastin's an expert. Tobie Win is an expert, and Patrons88 is a master. So if you enjoyed this episode of the Sunday Snipes series, I invite you to like the channel, or like the video, subscribe to my channel. I have these videos coming out every Sunday. I have a couple more series in the works in my brain that are starting very soon. Yeah, and if you like this content, stick around. There's going to be plenty more on this channel. And have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you.